Shout out to Ernest in Recovery. Morning, Darryl. 6:50 in the morning, West Coast time. It is the 18th of June, 2024. You're, screw it. We were John C. Roseman, California. I was just trying to think of a title. I was thinking, hell with it. Darryl, welcome to summer, pal. Triples, jeez. Yeah, who says global warming ain't working? There have been other things happening. I mean, other people are reacting to it slowly, like me. I'm not even live awake yet, but then again, I was trying not to, just seeing whether or not it was going to be legitimate enough for me to do this or not. Dealing with the cell phone situation with the kids and how dangerous it might be for them, and how I'm hearing the scientists and the media pundits are going crazy over this damn thing, and I'm like, shit, you guys created a damn Frankenstein, now you can't even deal with it. What's the matter? I can't stand with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, you schmucks. Make this wonderful, glorious device out here for people to use for communications, and automatically we go into immersion because now we got to blame the damn thing because it isolates. It does this. It does that. Now what do we do with it? I don't know. What do we do with it? I mean, right now we had a device that was trying to keep us communicated through the COVID nightmare, but we even had the smartphone crap going on a few years before. And they didn't even bother to think of it. It's like dealing with the smoking situation. Oh my God, smoking's cancerous. We've been doing smoking for over a century. We hadn't figured that shit out yet? No, because we didn't have the knowledge, we didn't have the foresight, we didn't have what we needed during that time. And now we have. Now we keep saying that smoking's dangerous for the past 60, 70, 80 years. Maybe longer than that. We get these lovely electronic devices here to push us forward into the future. We get this artificial intelligence. And now we're bitching and griping about our own damn devices. I swear to God, human beings are either dumber than dog shit. They have to learn by experience, which means we have to learn the hard way. I was going to put an either in there. We don't know if it's dangerous enough unless we do it often enough, and if anybody else dies in the attempt, now we say it's dangerous? One of these here days, something's going to happen to us. Now we get to go crazy and go on talk shows and corporate media things and bellyache about it. How dangerous this is. Yeah, well, we've been doing it for a short time. Now we see the consequences. Now we blame everybody for it. How's that grab me? We did the same thing for video games. We blamed everybody for video games. Back in the 80s and 90s, when we actually had the video games popping out left and right, we started to blame people for their abhorrent behavior. The kids are even worse. Oh my God, they're exposed to violence. Really? Really? They're exposed to violence, so now we have to feel this? Now we have to acknowledge this? Really? You mean to tell me if I've been playing video games for so long, I'm going to become a mental degenerate at this point over here? Hey, I'm just a crazy old coot. I came from a generation where we came to Pong out there and we're playing table tennis electronically. It's supposed to be an entertainment. It's supposed to be something. But guess what? So now we got our own invention of the smart device. It's supposed to be quote unquote smart because it's supposed to do a lot of things and we're not supposed to think as much. But we're supposed to blame it. We're supposed to blame our own technology or the people who made it or do lawsuits because these things are terribly addicting. We must live on these things. And I'll tell you right now, it is terribly addicting. Try waking up in the middle of the night and you still can't sleep. Gee, I wonder why. So we have to be connected somehow to get more information here. So maybe the logic of it says that with more information, we're going to sleep, right? Good Lord. I sleep with Christmas lights on because I got a dog that likes the light because you barely tell the difference between light and darkness half the time anyway. But she don't like sleeping in the dark. She don't like the bugs, and I don't like the bugs either, so I keep the lights on. So that screws up my sleep pattern right there. Do I blame the people that made the Christmas lights? I have a cell phone that I've been using a great deal. Communications, voice recorder. The only two things I do is voice recording and communications on it. Oh, and order DoorDash. Do I blame DoorDash for my behavior? Do I blame word processing app for its behavior? Do I blame Yahoo, Facebook, Google, YouTube? I'm constantly doing YouTubes and not just watching them, doing them. Do I blame them? Of course, they're going to be setting up the political crap, the Second Amendment. Well, that's a different thing altogether. Why? Because we use the guns and we kill people with them. Yes, I blame the people, and I blame the limited usage of the weapon itself. We don't need the weapon in our society. We don't want the weapon in our society. We still have the weapon in our society to protect ourselves from the other people using the weapon of society. So who do I sue? Who would I sue? Who do I go after? People? Who do I go after? We had violent video games happening when we got the games at home, and we get to say things and do things. We get to kill, murder, do all sorts of mean, nasty human things that are against the law. We do it on the video games. Okay, so we're going to blame the video game developers for creating this damn shit for getting us crazy. Is that how it works? I don't think these people thought it through or didn't want to think it through anyway. We have cholesterol in our systems. Do we blame the food or do we blame ourselves? Or do we blame the manufacturers? Well, did you get the cholesterol from a lot of eggs? Okay, so who do I blame? The chicken farmers? Sure, let's blame the chicken farmers for everything. After all, it was Stuart Little. No, it was not Stuart Little. It was not a damn mouse. It was Chicken Little. Okay, that's it. We blame the chickens. Chicken Little kept saying the sky is falling. Did we believe? We kept looking up and had neck brain. We had neck complaints afterwards. Go to the chiropractors. Put you on these rollers. Break your back or worse. I blame the doctors. I neck blame. I blame the doctors for that one. I got into a car accident. Well, I get to blame the car. I get to blame the manufacturer for putting me into a head-on collision. There's weird-ass logic in here, isn't it? So now I hear that the cell phones are now to blame for the students' failures because the cell phones are probably emitting something if we're going to be doing the conspiracy theory shit here. Or not accepting responsibility, accountability, and transparency for our own stupidity. We use the COVID as an excuse to keep track of each other, and then we continue on the damn practice afterwards. Yes, they are terribly addicting. And yes, we have the abhorrent behavior we're driving ourselves crazy with. Our grades are going down because of it. Despite sometimes it might be a useful item for communications or research purposes. And believe me, in colleges they use this a lot. Laptops, smart tabs, portable tablets. Screw the damn paperwork. If it's electronic, it'll be easier for the professors to use. So hell with the hard copy unless the professors are going to be using paper all the damn time. Saves money. Somewhere we save trees. So you go into college and you get to use electronic devices. You can't bring a huge desktop, but you can bring a laptop. Of course, you need special financing for the damn pieces of crap. Even financing for a cell phone. $200 or $300 for the next item coming over here. Isn't it wonderful? But we have a payment plan, or else you can pay for it on automatically. So we blame everybody. We blame everybody and anybody. Now what do we do? I don't know. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do about it? I don't know. One second. Okay, enough of the griping on that one here. So now the East Coast gets to cook again. Summertime, they're always cooking. West Coast, we're always cooking. And it kind of sucks, too. We're on a constant cooking. So which means now you guys get to feel what it's like to have heat, right? You guys always had to have heat during the summertime. There's nothing new about that one, except it's getting worse and worse on that end. How do I like that one? I don't. I don't. We're getting wildfires. Now it's getting worse than that across the Southland. Now it's across the west and southwest. Mexico's going up. They got more intensive fires happening they can't control. Scrub Russia hadn't been burned in years, so now it's fuel for the fire. We got communities burning down. The hell, let's blame smartphones for that one, shall we? You see, I'm not laughing about this damn thing. I can try making the rotten jokes about these things, but our own damn devices and our own interference with nature right now as it is, we're screwing ourselves one way or another. Yeah, it's been that kind of a morning already. I'll wake up and I feel like, oh great, everything else is going hell in a handbasket. You, on the other hand, are getting roasted. Excessive heat watch in Philadelphia, and you get the watch alert out in Caribou, Maine, 96 degrees, and it's only 10 o'clock. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and just take it easy out there, pal. Take it easy.